Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Hello, Isa. How are you? Hello, Ayan. Mr. Lowe. Good morning, Senna. Good morning, Mariam. Good morning, Lena. Raman. Good morning. Good morning, Jabril. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for a wonderful Wednesday live session. I know there was a little bit of thunderstorms going on outside. Some of you had some internet issues, but that's okay. Things like that happen. I just want to say thank you for being so great during those sessions. You all are doing a wonderful job keeping your mics muted, unmuting your mics when you want to speak, and then muting it back again. You all are doing a great job. Keep it up. Let's look at 18.5 this morning before you take your quiz. We're looking at the customary units of measurements here, and what we need to be able to do here is just remember your the how many units are in one or the other, okay? And if you took your notes yesterday, you are allowed to use your notes. I would ask you not to use them while you take the quiz just to see what you do know. But if you want to use them for this, if you use them for your daily task assessment and your homework practice, that's fine. Once you do this more and more, it's going to get ingrained into your brain how many cups in a gallon, how many pints in a quart, how many cups in a quart, how many cups in a pint. And once you know that, the rest is easy. They can ask you any question, and then you just convert them. So let's go ahead and take a look at these real quick. So here we go. Tiger asked Shakira for 1 quart of milk for his tea. How many pints of milk does Shakira need to give Tiger? And this is very interesting because in my culture, we don't add milk to our tea. I remember doing this back home with some of my students straight out of Mexico, and this one was a big question mark. They did not understand. They thought it was a typo, and we had a long discussion on different cultures, and we even had a little video that we saw from England. And luckily enough, we had an English teacher, not a teacher that teaches English, but a teacher that came from England, similar to one that we have in Renaissance, and she was able to do a little presentation to us and guide us. Mind you, that me myself and some of my students never drank tea with milk, so it was pretty unusual to say the least. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. But I still like my tea just with lemon and a little bit of sugar. Okay, and some honey. So let's go back and look at, well, how many pints are in a quart? We know there's 2 pints. 2 pints in 1 quart. And if you refer back to your notes, that should be in there. Steve buys 2 quart container. Steve buys a 2 quart container of orange juice. How many cups? So now we need to look at converting the quarts into cups. So I know 1 quart equals what? 1 quart has 4 cups. So if I have 2 quarts, I multiply that by 2. That gives me 8 cups. That's this right here. The next one, multi-step. Mr. Armstrong is serving 8 quarts of cranberry juice and 3 gallons of apple juice at a party. Each glass contains 2 cups. So each glass contains 2 cups. How many glasses will Mr. Armstrong serve? Okay. So again, we're going to convert each one of these units into cups. So 8 quarts. How many cups come in a quart? How many cups? Well, I know there's 4. So I multiply 8 times 4. Okay, because each 4 cups gives you 1 quart, and I have 8. That gives me 32. Now I need to convert my gallons into cups. I know there's 16 gallons in 1 cup. So how many gallons do I have? I have 3. So I multiply my 3 times 16, so that gives me 18. That gives me 48. I add those two together because that gives me my total number of cups that he has total. So that gives me, I add those, gives me 10, 7, that gives me 80 cups. But each glass contains 2 cups. So each glass will contain 2 cups. So what do? I divide 80 by 2, and that gives me 40. Okay? That's how we did that one. Good job. Let's move on. The rest will be the same. The other questions are going to be the same. Okay. Oh, did I miss one? I think I missed one. This one. Emily enjoys drinking a cocoa before she goes to bed at night. Choose the amount that her mug could hold. Now here you have to visualize a mug. This is a coffee mug that you have. Okay, so if you know your units, well, it can't be 4 quarts. That's a lot. I know it can't be 2 gallons. That's a lot. Even 4 pints and 2 cups would be pretty much what a traditional mug will carry or hold. Sorry about that. I forgot one. So then the next questions 1 through 3 are the same that we just did right now. You have to estimate and visualize which unit to use. So for this big water pail, I would use the gallon. For this fish bowl, I would use the quart. And for this baby bottle, I will use the cup. Okay, notice how they increase in size. They increase with the units of for capacity. The units for capacity. I think I was saying measurement. Sorry, it's not measurement. We're not doing measurement. We're doing capacity. Sorry about that. So let's look at the next one. Okay, where am I? Let's see. Okay, so circle the groups that equal the unit named. Okay, so this is the unit named, and you would circle. So they're looking at quarts. Okay, so how many quarts in a gallon? You know there's 4. So when you circle, because this makes 2 gallons. And again, look at your notes. Look at your notes. That's going to give you this right here. How many quarts in a gallon? Okay, so 4 pints. How many quarts are there? Well, how many pints? How many 4 pints equal 2 quarts? Okay, because 2 pints equals 1 quart. 2 pints equal 1 quart. So you have 2 quarts here. 6 cups equal how many pints? Well, 2 cups equals 1 pint. So you would group them by 2s. And how many total groups do you have? You have 3 pints. That's how we do those. And again, refer to your notes. And once you know how to convert one to the other of units for capacity, the rest is easy. And it's just doing it. The next one, JC's fish tank holds 12 quarts of water. How many gallons of water should JC use to fill his tank? Okay, 12 quarts of water. So we know how many quarts are in a gallon. There's 4. So if I have 12 quarts, I divide that by 4. That'll give me the number of gallons. And 12 divided by, that's not a very good 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So again, I have quarts. I know how many quarts are in a gallon. There are 4 quarts in a gallon, so I divide 12 by 4 to give me 3 gallons. The next one, Selena has a cooking pot that holds 3 quarts of water. How many cups of water does she need to fill the pot? Well, how many cups are in a quart? There's 4. There's 4 cups in a quart. If I have 3 quarts, I multiply 3 times 4. That'll give me the number of cups. Again, cups to quarts. That's how you do that one. That's just conversion, units of capacity. The next one, Zuri wants to fill a 1-gallon jug with pints of juice. How many pints of juice does Zuri need to fill the tank? Again, this one you just go back to your notes. How many pints are in a gallon? There's 8 pints in a gallon. 8 pints in 1 gallon. Tanner buys a 1-gallon jug of milk. How many cups of milk? Again, going back to your notes. Well, how many cups are in a gallon? 16 cups in a gallon. The next one, Henley. This one you have to do some estimation here. I hope some of you caught it here. Henley needs 2.5 quarts of water to make a batch of chicken soup. How many pints will he need? Okay. How many pints will he need? Well, how many pints in a quart? There's 2 pints. And let's work with the whole number. So if he has 2.5 quarts, how many pints will he need? Well, if I multiply 2 times 2, that'll give me 4. And then I don't have 1 unit of capacity for my half right now. So he's going to need 4.5 cups. But when we go take a look at your answers here, you don't see 4.5. You see 4. This you cannot have because it's too less. It's less. This one's too high. You do see the 4, but the best answer is 4.5 because 4.5 If you put it on the number line, 4.5 is closer to 5 than 4 because you're going to need more. Okay? If you put less, it's not going to fill it up. Okay? You're not going to get close to filling it up. So you always go one more and you go this way. Okay? That's how you want to fill it up. I hope you caught that one because the half, we don't have one for the half. Well, not yet, but there is one. We won't get into that right now. The next one, Chen places a large pot on the stove to cook spaghetti. Choose the amount that Chen's pot could hold. So we're looking at a pot that goes on top of the stove. Okay? And if you already, you know it's not going to be gallons, that's a lot. And you cups, we already know that two cups are in a mug. So now you're looking at pints and quarts, and the best estimate here is using quarts because pints is too small. Hope you caught that one. The next one, Mr. Tom uses 5 quarts of pineapple juice and 2 gallons of orange juice to make punch. How many 1 cup servings of punch will he use? So, first of all, how many? Let's convert each one into cups. So 12 gallons. I'm sorry, it's not 12. 2 gallons equals how many cups? Well, I know there's 16 cups in 1 gallon. I multiply that by 2. That gives me what? 12. That gives me 32. Okay. And 5 quarts. Okay, so how many cups are in a quart? There's 4. So I multiply 5 times 4 because there's 4 cups in 1 quart. That gives me 20. I add those two together, and that gives me the total number of cups, and that's 52. Again, multiplying the number of quarts that I have by the number of cups it takes to do 1 quart. Multiplying the number of cups that I need, multiplying by the number of gallons that I have. The last. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the last one here. So it's a multi-step. Garcia has a 5-gallon fish tank and a 3-gallon fish tank. How many more pints of water are the? Sorry, I can't read that. So again, Garcia has a 5-gallon fish tank and a 3-gallon fish tank. How many more pints of water are in the 5-gallon on this one than there are in the 3-gallon? So we have to convert the gallons into pints. So how many pints make a gallon? Yes, it's 8. So 8 times 5 will give us 40 pints for the 5-gallon. And 8 times 3 will give us 24 for the 3 gallons. So we want to know how many more are here and here, so we just subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1, and that's how you get 16 here. Again, you just convert this into pints. So we know 4 pints, 8 pints make a gallon. That's all you need to do. You convert the unit of capacity for what they're asking you, and then you just do whatever operation they're asking you. And that's how you solve those units, questions for customary units of capacity. I hope you all are doing a great job with this. I have been seeing your scores, and you're doing tremendous. Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. Keep doing what you're doing, and we will see you again this Friday. So for now, this is Mr. Lopez signing off.